Hi, Matt Griffith here. Welcome to Places to Go. Ever find yourself in the airport immigration line, suddenly wondering if you should have memorized your entire life story? One moment, you're cool, calm, and collected, and the next, you're sweating bullets trying to remember your hotel zip code in Paris like it's a final exam. Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. Today, we're going over the most common questions immigration officers ask and exactly how to answer them without looking suspicious, nervous, or like you're hiding a duffel bag full of gold bars. Let's make sure your next trip is smooth, stress-free, and free from awkward, unnecessary questioning. First up, what's the purpose of your visit? This is the first question you'll get. And no, they don't want your life story. Some things that you can say are, I'm here for vacation, or I'm visiting family, or I'm here for a business conference. Don't say, well, I just kind of wanted to check things out, see where life takes me. Or, I'm a digital nomad, kind of working, kind of traveling, kind of figuring it out. That last one, major red flag if you're on a tourist visa. Just keep it simple and stick to the visa type you entered with. And if you didn't apply for a visa and you're solely there on your passport, well, that, my friend, is considered a tourist visa, which means you're not allowed to work in their country. Number two, how long are you staying? Immigration hates vague answers. If you're unsure, just pick a reasonable duration and stick to it. Things to say: 10 days, 3 weeks, 90 days, if that's the max your visa allows. But things that you don't want to say is, I don't know, depends on the vibes, or as long as my crypto portfolio holds up. They don't need your existential crisis. Just give them a date and move on. And they may ask you if you have a return ticket. And the translation on that is they want you to prove that you're actually leaving at some point. So things to say: yes, I have a return flight on April 15th. And you'll show them the ticket on your phone. Or yes, I'm flying to Thailand next week. Things not to say are, I'll leave when the universe tells me it's time, or probably. If you're a long-term traveler, a pro tip is buying a refundable ticket or using an onward ticket service for proof. Some airlines won't even let you board without one. Another pro tip is to use air miles to book a return or departing ticket, as most award tickets are cancelable before the departure date. Number three is, where are you staying? And again, they don't need a full itinerary, just a solid first stop. Things to say are, I'm staying at the Hilton in downtown Madrid, or I'm staying in an Airbnb in Berlin near Alexanderplatz. At my cousin's house in Tokyo, here's the address. Things not to say is, not sure yet, gonna wing it. Or I might sleep in a van, we'll see how the vibes go. Some countries require an address, so always have your first night's stay booked. Number four, what do you do for work? This question is about ensuring you can afford your trip, not a LinkedIn interview. Things to say are, I work in marketing, or I'm an engineer, or I run an online business, but only say that last one if your visa allows remote work. Things not to say are, oh, I don't work, I'm just vibing. Or I have a startup idea, kind of like Uber, but for boats. If you're unemployed or retired, just say, I have savings to support my trip. Number five, how much money are you carrying? Immigration wants to know if you have enough funds, but they also don't want you smuggling bricks of cash. Things to say is, I have about $500 in cash and a credit card, or I use my bank account for withdrawals. If they ask for proof, show a screenshot. Things not to say, enough to disappear forever, or I don't believe in banks, I keep all my money in gold bars. Most countries have a cash limit, which is typically around 10,000 US dollars. Anything beyond that, you need to declare it. Number six, did you pack your own bags? Seems random, but this is a serious question. Things to say are, yes, I packed everything myself, and I would leave it at that. Some things not to say are, some guy at the bus station gave me this suitcase and said it was super chill. Just say yes unless you actually had help, in which case, I don't think I would say anything. Number seven, do you have anything to declare? They're checking for drugs, weapons, large amounts of cash, and restricted goods. Things to say are, I have some chocolates and a bottle of wine, or nothing to declare, if that's true. Things not to say, define, declare, or I plead the fifth. If you're carrying something questionable, check the country's customs rules before landing. Number 8, where did you come from? This sounds obvious, right? They can literally see it on your passport stamp and boarding pass, but they ask to verify your story and look for inconsistencies. Things to say are, I flew in from Mexico City. I was there for 2 weeks. Or I just came from Germany. I've been traveling around Europe for a month. Things not to say is, you tell me. Or I've been places you wouldn't believe me if I told you. If you've been country hopping, just give a simple, clear answer without oversharing. Immigration officers love clarity and hate confusion. Number 9, are you traveling alone? This is not a trick question. They just want to know if you have companions or support in the country. Things to say are, yes, I'm traveling solo, or no, I'm here with my wife, or I'm meeting friends later, but I arrived alone. Things not to say, alone, in a cosmic sense, or I was traveling with my friend, but they disappeared. If you're alone, own it. Solo travelers are common. If you're with someone, just state the relationship, friend, spouse, business partner, whatever. Number 10, have you visited here before? They ask this to check your travel history and spot red flags, frequent long stays that could mean you're working under the radar. Things to say, yes, I visited last year for 2 weeks, or no, this is my first time here, or yes, I was here 2 months ago for a conference. Things not to say, I think so, or maybe, or all airports look the same, or I was here in a past life. If you've been there before, keep it short and factual. If you haven't, just say so and don't over-explain. At the end of the day, immigration officers just want to make sure you're following the rules. The key to breezing through the process. Be confident, be brief, be honest. If you found these tips useful, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and drop a comment about the weirdest immigration question you've ever gotten. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next video.